Did you know Broncos 97 premiership is listed on the NRL's official records, but with an asterisk? Meanwhile, the Newcastle Knights 97 title is just written in without question. Same year, 2 competitions, 2 winners, but only one gets the fairytale treatment. I guess one was better than Lego, and the other one wasn't. Welcome back to the Old Skool Broncos Podcast, where we look at the club's history, the game's history, and sometimes the politics that shaped what we remember and what gets forgotten. Today we're going to talk about the 97 Super League season. It's a topic that still frustrates a lot of Broncos fans because officially, yes, the NRL acknowledges it, but with an asterisk next to our name, as if it's not quite real. And in the media, forget about it. All you hear is Joey Johns, Darren Albert, and the Knights' miracle try. 1997 was rugby league's civil war. 2 competitions, the ARL carrying on the tradition fueled by tribal Sydney clubs and the People's Game storyline, and Super League, flush with money, glitz and glamour, and stacked with many of the era's biggest stars, including Brisbane Broncos, Cronulla Sharks, Canberra Raiders, and Canterbury Bulldogs. So the Broncos didn't just win a premiership, they dominated a comp loaded with talent. They beat Cronulla in the grand final, then went on to win the World Club Challenge and smash the Mariners, proving on the field who the best team in the world was. Brisbane was far and away the best team in the Super League competition that year, and in my one-eyed opinion, could have easily handled the Knights or even Manly that year. I mean, look at the lineup for the Broncos. Lockyer, DeVere, Renouf, Mundine, Saylor, Walters, Langer, Webcke, G, Thorne, Tallis, Ryan, Smith, with Plath, Carroll, Hancock, and Benny Walker on the bench. That's a team without Glenn Lazarus, who was out injured. One of the greatest teams on paper of all time. Now here's the thing. Go to the NRL's own records and you'll see both titles listed. The Broncos are credited as the 97 premiers, but with a little asterisk next to it for Super League. The Knights, just 97 premiers. No asterisk, no footnote. So the official line is that the Broncos title exists, but it's treated differently. And that subtle difference sends a big message. One's a real premiership, and the other's conditional. And this isn't just fans saying it. Shane Webcke himself, one of the toughest Broncos of all time, has spoken about this. He's on record saying it absolutely is a legitimate premiership, and he doesn't understand why it's not universally credited. He played in it, he bled for it, and in his eyes, it counts just as much as any of the other rings he won. So why do we still hear more about the Knights? Is it because narratives went? The Knights had the fairytale ending, the ARL grand final, Darren Albert's last-minute try, Chief Harrigan crying on stage, the so-called victory of the little guy over the big money machine? It's perfect TV. It was better than Lego. And the Broncos? Well, they were too good, too dominant. They didn't fit the story people wanted to tell. And when the NRL merged the comps in 98, it was easier to roll on with the fairy tale than with reality. If Manly had beaten Newcastle that night, would the ARL premiership carry the same mythical status? Do you think the Broncos' dominance was punished because it didn't make a nice story? So maybe it's time we started encouraging others to celebrate the 97 premiership properly and start calling it for what it is. One of the most dominant campaigns in Broncos history. A comp full of stars, a final full of quality, and a team that went on to prove themselves the best in the world. A group that went back to back. The Knights can have their fairy tale, and we'll take the truth. Like always, like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts though. Drop them in the comments. Until then, this is the Old Skool Broncos Podcast. Let's go, Broncos.